In Alexandria, Louisiana, the driver of that red Mustang is clearly signaling a left turn. Still, police immediately pull him over. The driver, Mario Rosales, asks the cops for an explanation.
Can you be honest with me? Why am I being stopped?
Is it failure to signal? That's pure, straight honest answer. You failed to signal, so we stopped you.
Failure to signal, even though the police dash camera shows he did signal. But this stop gets even worse.
And we're just talking to people after we stop them. Okay?
Mario Rosales tells police he has a firearm in his car, but not on him. The police have no reason to believe Rosales is lying or armed and dangerous. Still, the officers search him, violating his rights.
Hey, can I have your permission to retrieve that firearm out of your gun, out of your vehicle?
No, I don't want anybody searching my vehicle.
Okay, cool.
Rosales stays calm, but does not give permission for the police to search his car.
Hey, listen, I don't know if my partner's done this or not, but I'm going to do it, okay? You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law to understand your rights.
An officer then gives Rosales a Miranda warning, which informs people they have the right not to incriminate themselves.
The reason I did that is I got a couple questions that may or may not pertain to your guilt or innocence, right? So I always advise before I ask those types of questions. It goes to the Fifth Amendment, right? So anytime you're not comfortable with one of my questions, you can say pass. Are you familiar with the Fifth Amendment? Do you mind emptying out your pockets for me on the hood of my car?
The officers already searched Rosales for weapons, but now they want to frisk him for evidence of crimes. But the officers do not have a warrant, so if they were going to search him lawfully, they would first need to arrest him. Instead, the police intimidate Rosales and suggest that things could get worse. So, Rosales empties his own pockets.
Nothing else? You mind if I check? Hey, grab my bar real quick. Do you mind if I check? Do you have something on you you're not supposed to have?
I don't have anything on me. I mean, I'd feel a lot safer if she had her phone. She was able to record while you check me.
I recorded it.
Americans have a First Amendment right to record the police, but the officers tell Rosales and his girlfriend Gracie not to record on their phone because the police are recording with their body cameras. Never mind that the body camera footage will be in the possession of police.
You ever been arrested for anything? Never?
I have a clean record.
I got you. Any marijuana in the vehicle? Meth?
No.
Heroin?
No.
The officer repeatedly asks Rosales about drugs, suggesting that's the real reason for the stop. Rosales has a right not to answer any questions, but does so anyway.
Fentanyl?
No.
Prescription pills not prescribed to you?
No.
Cocaine? Crack cocaine?
No. I don't do drugs. I don't have any kind of illegal substances or drugs.
Even if Rosales had originally failed to signal, the courts have ruled that's not enough to then conduct a freewheeling investigation of drug crimes. When police pull you over for simple traffic violations, they are not allowed to detain you to ask about anything you might have done. If they want to question you about other illegal activity, they need to have what's known as RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion that you have committed a crime, are committing a crime, or about to commit a crime. Otherwise, the police can only move forward with the traffic ticketing process and then restore your freedom of movement.
Do you live here?
This is where I'm trying to create my residency.
Rosales has out-of-state license plates.
Where do you live? I got you.
I'm still trying to get, because in order to me to change my address and all that, I need to get proof of residency.
Yeah.
So I've been having to swap over a lot of my bank statements and all that.
So if you move from out of state in state, right? You have 30 days.
Then the police run his record.
Did you call him up yet? Huh?
Say what?
Did you call that up yet? I would say that there's more to this than meets the eye. I would check that, and I would check this. Fail to signal, fail to update his driver's license. Oh, here comes 32. What are the chances of that?
The officers are shocked that a Latino man driving a bright red Mustang with out-of-state plates is not a wanted criminal. After a stop that should have taken less than 5 minutes took 20, the officers finally write Rosales a ticket for failure to signal and not switching his registration. This stop shows that even when some police are calm, they may still be racist, lie, and violate constitutional rights. To be clear, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that police can follow you until you commit a minor traffic violation and pull you over if they have a hunch you've done something wrong. But pulling you over without any reason to believe you've broken the law violates the Fourth Amendment. And a stop based on somebody's skin color or ethnicity is racial profiling and illegal.
Okay.
So, can you be honest with me? Why am I being stopped? Is it
Failure to signal. That's straight honest answer. You failed to signal, so we stopped you.
In this case, after Mario Rosales obtained the police and body dash camera footage, the city of Alexandria, Louisiana dropped all the citations. Still, given the unlawful behavior of the police, Rosales recently teamed up with the Institute for Justice to file a lawsuit against the Alexandria Police Department. Kudos to Rosales and the Institute for Justice, a non-profit law firm that represents clients free of charge. Their effort to hold the Alexandria, Louisiana police accountable is important, and it sends a message beyond Louisiana that racial profiling and unlawful police detentions violate the Constitution and will not be tolerated.
But what's your name and badge number?
Officer Miliori, 166.
It's not illegal to park on it. So you telling me I can come pull my car up and I can put my car right here?
In New Jersey, that is Rochelle Park police officer Evan Migliore.
What gives you to be above the law, officer?
Near a school, he is parked illegally on a sidewalk.
What makes you above the law, man?
That's part of the traffic detail.
But wait. If you have your lights on, right? If it's an emergency, I would understand, right? If there was an emergency going on,
Okay.
I won't even bother you right now,
Okay.
right? I wouldn't even ask you this question.
Okay.
But I'm walking, I'm seeing, I observed you.
The citizen journalist, known on YouTube as Sir Kinte Vibes, is matter of fact and polite.
I sat there, I wait about 2-3 minutes, watch you to see if maybe they might put your lights on. You know, I don't want to jump to conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just chilling.
Okay.
Why are you on the sidewalk? That's illegal.
Okay.
I just want to know if you understand that's illegal. Yes or no?
Okay.
Do you have a business card or anything?
Would you like a business card?
Please.
Sure.
I'm not trying to be picky, man, but this is well. My problem is this. Let me just give you a quick rundown. If I was to do this, right, and you were driving by, would you not stop? That would be your job, right? You would come over here and be like, "Excuse me, sir, why are you parked on right here?" Right?
Okay.
You would stop me, right?
Okay.
Can I see your business card? Thank you. But I'm just asking you, right? If I was to park right here, you would stop me, right?
Okay.
That's it, man. Can you please move and park like normal? Like, what are you doing? Do your traffic detail. I understand that. Do what you've been assigned to do. You know, just do your job correctly, but don't break the law. As a law enforcement officer, don't break the law while you're doing your job. That doesn't look good. Okay? So can we please just park on, like, you know, the normal wherever, but not the sidewalk. That doesn't look good if you're just sitting on the sidewalk. You should be setting an example, you know?
Okay.
So I'm going to sit here to see how long you park here for, okay? I'm going to make note of that. But I'll let you back to your job. I don't want to, you know, hold you up anymore.
Okay. Just so you're aware, you're also on recording too. Okay.
Just so you are aware, you are also on recording too, said the officer.
Thank you. I appreciate that you started recording. I appreciate that. You do the same, man. But let's not, you know, break the law no more.
Officer Migliore stays calm. He doesn't take offense or escalate anything. Then,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
the cop puts his cruiser in reverse. After slowly backing up off the sidewalk and into the school driveway, the Rochelle Park, New Jersey police officer then pulls around and parks his cruiser at the end of the driveway. It takes enormous courage to approach a police officer and criticize that cop. As we've seen, some law enforcement officers have huge egos and may respond by escalating. Give me your ID, they say. You're now being detained. And if a citizen questions or complains, especially if that citizen looks suspicious, some police will then pull out the handcuffs or worse. So kudos to citizen journalist Sir Kinte Vibes. You were calm, polite, and handled this interaction like a pro. Relatedly, much respect to Officer Evan Migliore for being deferential and moving on as requested. To be clear, when police are assigned to guard or watch a school, it's not unusual for them to park away from school traffic and keep their lights off. That way the police don't create a distraction or disturbance. But in this case, it appears the police officer was simply next to the school while monitoring a public roadway, so the citizen journalist was spot on. It's not a good look for an officer to even give the appearance that laws don't apply to them. This situation was handled well, and interactions like this are good for all of us.